6 meals, 7 days, high protein, healthy, under $90. It can be done.
You want something? Go get it. Period.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. If you are new, thanks so much for clicking on today's Body on a Budget video. This is the first Body on a Budget video to the series I'm going to be bringing here to the channel, and I'm super stoked for it. It's got a wealth of information and to make your life super easy so you can get healthy on a budget. I do have some disclaimers before we get started with the Body on a Budget, because I know it's comments that I can foresee happening if I don't go ahead and do a disclaimer up front. Prices will vary depending on your Walmart. I am showing you everything from my Walmart grocery pickup in the app, but just know that seasonal produce will change. We're fighting inflation right now. That's why we're doing this whole series, but things are either going up or going down constantly. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this video. I'm also assuming one cannot afford to shop at a Costco or at a Sam's Club. So if you see me talking about a particular item, yes, it is cheaper to go ahead and buy it in bulk at one of those big box stores, but some people can't afford the membership. Hence, this is a budget video. Keep in mind that your total will be less if you have a lot of these items on hand. I am assuming that no one has any of the items for any of the recipes and meals I am going to be discussing besides your spices and non-stick, which some of you might not have that. So also keep that in mind that your total might rise a little bit if you don't have some of your basic spices and some non-stick cooking spray. This meal plan is for one person for your breakfast, lunch, and snacks for sure. It will last you for 7 days for one person, but the dinners are servings of 6 and 4. So if you have a family, just note that the dinners will serve more than just one person. But if you're doing this with your significant other or somebody else in your household, just know that you're gonna have to multiply your breakfast, snacks, and lunches by more than just what I have in the recipes for you guys. If you're just gonna be doing this for one, that's great for what I just mentioned, but the dinners do serve more than what you will need for the week. So just note that these will freeze great, and then you can use them for future weeks to also be on a budget and save them. And for this series, I will take into account after this video that we will have some staples on hand, especially if you have followed this plan to a T and you watch any of my other videos. So for example, I have coffee on here. Most of you guys have coffee on hand, but I'm assuming that you don't. But the next video, I will not list it in the ingredients video for our protein coffee. I won't list maybe some like mustard items and things that are gonna last us for months and months, even when we're gonna be using it often, just staples that we have that will last a long time. So I won't include those every single time going forward. This is our first video together. I'm assuming you have nothing. I'm assuming you are doing this for the first time and your fridge and freezer pantry is bare. So that's the disclaimers. Let's get into this meal plan for under $90 for 7 days for 6 meals. Is that not crazy or what? And let me tell you, this was difficult, especially with prices the way that they are. And I had to really go out of the box and think, because there was a lot of things I wanted to bring you right now, guys, but there's just certain items that used to be really cheap and on a budget that are not, unfortunately. So hopefully times will change while we're doing this series. Breakfast is gonna be some English muffins. We're gonna put some cream cheese spread on there. If you have cinnamon, we're gonna sprinkle a little dash of that. And we're also gonna slice up some strawberries and add that to the top of our English muffin. Then we're going to either scramble or make a little mini omelet with the egg whites we're gonna be purchasing. And we're gonna add a slice of Velveeta cheese either in the scrambled egg mixture to have like a cheesy egg, high protein breakfast, or just put it right on top of your omelet with our protein coffee. I do have my protein coffee video already here on YouTube, so I'm not gonna be talking about that in the video. So if you don't know how I make that, go and watch that video and I'll have it linked down below for you guys. Also for breakfast, we are gonna have 1 day short, maybe to do the English muffin egg white combo. So we are gonna be purchasing some actual whole eggs, and we are gonna be purchasing some white bread. So you could make like a bread and egg cheese sandwich type situation. Just get creative with whatever you have left over for that Sunday. You are gonna have leftover stuff. It just might not be exactly what I had on plan for the first 6 days, but you have plenty to roll over to make things work for that 7th day and be in this budget. Breakfast per day on average is gonna cost about $3 a serving. I mean, can you go through a fast food line and get Starbucks and something to eat in there for less than $3? I think not, and it'd be healthy. For For lunch, we're gonna make the pickled chicken bowls. Y'all see me eat all the time over on Instagram, and we're gonna keep things a little spicy and fun and not just be boring with broccoli, chicken, and rice. And we're gonna do some goldfish, the Parmesan ones, because the macros are a little bit better on those. And we're gonna weigh out a serving. I have that all listed in the Google Doc printable down below so you're not confused on how much you're supposed to be eating. But our lunch is on average about $2.64 per day. Under $3 for lunch. Next, we're gonna have our post-workout snack. Whenever you're working out, I always suggest to have a carb and a protein source afterwards. So I have y'all eating a medium banana and a tuna pouch, which comes out to be $1.24 per day. That's less than the Dollar Tree. Can you go into the Dollar Tree without buying anything for $1.25? We got $1.24 going on for post-workout. Afternoon snack, remember I said this is 6 meals per day. Afternoon snack, I have you guys eating some low-fat cottage cheese with some raspberries or strawberries, or we're also gonna have some Greek yogurt, vanilla yogurt cups. You can add some of those berries to as well. So on average, your afternoon snack is about 96 cents. And then our dinner options, I did put 2 dinners on plan. Now, if I wanted to make this super budget, I could have just done 1 dinner and it would have been super cheap and even lower budget, but I wanted this to be a budget / realistic video and you'll not get burnt out on the same thing. We were already eating the same thing for breakfast and lunches and not switching that up, but I wanted to have at least 2 options for dinner. So we're gonna do our red beans. That is a staple here where I live in Southern Louisiana, and not only a staple, guys, it is cheap and minimal ingredients. So it's one of those meals that is super cheap. If you are struggling and you're on a budget, whether you're on a health journey or not, it's something that you can put together to feed a large amount of people for a low amount of money. So we're gonna have red beans with the protein cornbread you've heard me talk about quite often, and that makes 6 servings. And the red beans with the cornbread included is only $1.38 per serving for dinner. The next dinner we're gonna have is hamburger steak. I love a good hamburger steak. It's one of those hearty meals, and we've got some great sides to go with it. So we're gonna have mashed potatoes and peas, and with our hamburger steak, potatoes and peas all together, 4 servings, it comes out to be $2.70 a serving with the sides. And I always say we never can skip dessert, and that holds true no matter if we're on a budget or not. And I have you guys buying some ice cream sandwiches. You get 12 in a box, so those definitely will roll into next week. And those ice cream sandwiches come out to be 22 cents a night. So that's the meal plan for our body on a budget for $89.49. Let me bring you to the computer and we're going to show you the specific items that you're going to be looking for in Walmart. I do have everything typed out in a Google Doc for you down below. I have your grocery list I'm looking at right now typed out with the prices, all the items. All you have to do is bring that in store, scratch it off, make it super easy. I have the meal plan with the macros with the specific amounts. Now keep in mind you can lower those amounts or raise them. The breakfast and lunch, depending on what your macros are set at, but they're already super low calorie and high protein as is. So let's go and look at the specific items at Walmart, just so you're not confused on maybe the Google Doc or what I mentioned. I wanna run through it real quick so you know exactly what you're looking for when you go in store. You're ready to roll and get your gains on a budget. Before we get into the actual list, it does say $86.91 up here just because my Walmart is out of all the Great Value cottage cheese, but I wanted to show you this is the one you're going to be picking up, the 1% low-fat cottage cheese for $2.58. Just note that it's not included in that price because my Walmart is out. Something else I wanted to mention is that the pure protein vanilla shakes I have us using in our protein coffee. It's more cost efficient to use a protein powder, and I highly recommend PEScience. It's going to be cheaper per serving in the long run, way cheaper, and you get a discount with my code nburgess. But I'm just assuming that a lot of you guys can't come out of pocket with that right now. So this is the next best thing. If you find something in your store that is better priced than this, by all means, go ahead and pick it up. You don't have to get this one. And they don't have these in my particular Walmart. They will be shipped to the house. But if you're doing the online pickup, I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay the $35 to get it shipped to the house for free. So I have you getting the pure protein shakes, the vanilla. They're 140 calories and 30 grams of protein is why I like them. For $8.68, you're only getting 4, but you're only using about half of one per day, so they will last you the entire 7 days, and I have the specific amounts in the Google Doc. You're gonna be picking up some white bread just in case. It's not really on plan for any meals, but for that last day on Sunday, You got to get creative with what you have left, and I figured some white bread would be good to have sandwiches for breakfast and or even lunch for some reason, but you should have enough ingredients to make those pickle bowls all 7 days. There's your English muffins you're going to be looking for. Such a great deal for $1.48 versus the Thomas ones, and these are 120 calories versus the Thomas, and they are like so much more expensive. Our cornbread mix, and then I did not mention in the meal plan, but again, making things a little bit fun, and I don't know about you guys, but I have to have a 0 sugar soda, if not more than one, but we're going to stretch it to 6 of them. So one day you won't have them for $3.28. They're on rollback at my store anyway. Again, you can sub this with whatever you want if it's around the same price range to stay within that budget. I'm assuming you guys don't have coffee like I said in the disclaimers before, so I was picking up just a basic, cheapest thing of coffee I could find at Walmart, which is the Great Value Classic Roast for $3.98. Egg whites are still so expensive, but they're so great for protein with low calorie if you're in a deficit or if you're just living a higher protein lifestyle, no matter if you're in a deficit, maintaining or bulking. For $14, we're just gonna need one, should stretch us for almost the entire week. Our Velveeta cheese, we're only gonna need 7 of these for breakfast, so you will have some left over, so I will get creative for our next Body on a Budget video and use these so we don't have to purchase any more to make our out-of-pocket less. Eggs are so expensive, y'all, where I am, at Walmart especially, but one of you guys told me a hack. So if you have a Whole Foods close to you, you can get a 12 count for $3.27. I don't know why Whole Foods, which we like to, make fun and call whole paycheck, is less with the eggs, but they're the cheapest I have seen around. But I'm just sticking to Walmart in case you don't have any specialty stores. And a 6 count, this guy used to be what, less than 98 cents, is now $3. And you might be thinking, oh, Nicole, why are we not getting the higher one for like $1 or something more? We're gonna assume that you only have so much cash on hand, guys, and the bare that we need. We actually only need 1 egg, which is 50 cents, but you can't buy and buy one for the hamburger steak. But again, you can use these for that last day for breakfast, so we are getting a little bit more stretch with it. They're just super pricey right now. Here's our Great Value whipped cream cheese spread. This is 12 ounces. You won't need this the entire week either, so we could use this in our Body on a Budget week 2. We are needing this for the protein cornbread. You're only needing half a cup, so you will have a little bit left of this left over. You can eat that up with some of the berries I'm gonna be mentioning so you don't waste it. Didn't necessarily need the Greek yogurt, but again, just in case we're running out of stuff towards the end, I wanted you guys to have some options and not be scrambling, and to switch up your afternoon snack as well. So we've got a 4-pack of the Great Value Light Greek Vanilla Yogurt. These are 80 calories. They are the knockoff to the Dannon Light and Fit. I also didn't mention this, but I love lemons in my water. I don't like plain water, and this definitely helps get the water down. You need to be drinking at least half of your body weight in water per day. So if you weighed 100 pounds, you need to be drinking 50 ounces of water. I only have you getting 4 because they do add up. So we're going to do half of a lemon in our water squeezed each day. Strawberries have finally come down and just in time for our breakfast. I have you getting 1 pound. They will be a different price depending on where you are, I'm sure, either higher or lower. Garlic, you will not need the entire thing, so save it, and you will use this for the red beans and rice. Also 2 green bell peppers for dinner and 2 onions for dinner. Raspberries are pricier than strawberries, so honestly, if you wanted to get 2, or if it's cheaper to get the 2-pound strawberries than the 1 pound, do that. If you don't like raspberries, or if you don't want to pay the little extra money, that is for your afternoon snack with your Greek yogurt or your cottage cheese. Bananas, I have you getting 5. You only need 4 or 5 depending on how many times you work out per week. I do 4 per week, but you can use that extra one to slice up in your cottage cheese or your Greek yogurt. This was the cheapest I could find for chicken. If you have a better deal, by all means get it. The Great Value chicken breast tenderloins were the cheapest versus the fresh or even the regular chicken breast. I know, that's crazy, right? But it's $9.26 and we need exactly around 3 pounds for our lunch, so that works out perfect. There's the ice cream sandwiches I want you to get for dessert, $2.62 for 12. They also have a Neapolitan flavor. It's the same macros if that's more of your jam. 1 pound of our 96% lean ground beef for our hamburger steak. If your macros are higher, you can do 93%. It's going to be cheaper and it's going to taste just a little better too. Just a tip there. The Butterball smoked sausage is for our red beans. This is the one I get every time. I love this one. It has gone up in price, but it is good. Pioneer brown gravy is for the hamburger steak. Now you can get the Great Value packets, are about 40 cents, so it's about half that price to shave your total down even more. I'm not a big fan of the Great Value brown gravy. I like the Pioneer one better, so I included it in our budget video. 2 cans of peas for $1.16 for 2 for your side for hamburger steak, and then these Great Value buttery home-style potatoes are just 78 cents, guys, and they're 110 calories a serving. It's the knockoff to the Idahoan. I've never tried the actual Great Value ones, but I do like the Idahoan, so I'm eager to try that one out and see what I think about them. And then I usually like to get Camellia red beans by Us, but I thought that most of you guys might not have that option depending on where you live, because they are like a local thing. But I think all Walmarts carry this Great Value light red kidney beans, which are just $1.42 for exactly a pound, and it's much cheaper than the Camellia, but I do like the way the Camellia tastes better, but we on a budget. 4 packets of the Great Value Chunk Light Tuna in Water. These are $3.68 for 4 of them. We needed some pickles for the pickle bowl, so I have you get in a big jar. You will not need all of these probably for the week, so that can roll over for something for week 2. Also the honey mustard. The Ray's barbecue sauces for the pickle bowls. You can get whichever no sugar one you like. However, the Ray's is the best tasting in my opinion, and it's the cheapest, so it's a win-win. And last but not least, we have our little fun snack and side for lunch, which is our Parmesan goldfish for $2.47. So our grand total should be $89.49 once you include that cottage cheese. But here's the total without the cottage cheese. Just note that your tax will be different where you are, but this is all pre-taxed, and this is for 6 meals per day for 7 days. So that's gonna do it for this first week of our Body on a Budget series video. I'm so stoked about this one. Look in the description box, guys. I have a Google Doc for everything I mentioned. It's gonna make your life so easy to do this on week 1. I can't wait for you guys to come back to this video or message me on Instagram and let me know how your week went. If it was like easy peasy breezy, if it was the prices were right, if it was actually helping you with your budget, please come back and leave that in the comments below. If you are excited about this series, please drop a comment down below and let me know what you want to see. We're not just gonna do week-long, like 6 meals a day for a week type thing. I'm also gonna take you in the grocery store. We're gonna do some in-store videos, and I'm gonna show you some different swaps we can do versus a name brand versus the generic brand to save on a budget but also be within the same macros. So we're gonna do some little short videos like that versus these, but I really think that these videos that I'm dropping today like this are gonna be beneficial to you guys to not only stick to your budget, but to stick on plan, meal prep, be successful in your journey, and to do it within your macros and with also in your budget in times like these. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, if it is helpful, please give me a huge thumbs up. That helps me out so much and lets me know that you're loving this content. If you are new, I would love to have you a part of the family. Smash all the bells and whistles before you leave. Y'all have an awesome day, an awesome week. Let me know if you're going to be participating in this week 1 Body on a Budget, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.